So I just finished playing a neat little game that was on Steam called Please Don't Touch Anything. It came out a few days ago, and it's a neat little puzzle game. The premise of it is that your coworker leaves you in this room with this big, intimidating panel with a single red button on it, and a little display showing this city, and he tells you not to push the button. Now, whether you push the button or not is up to you, but if you do push the button, a switch appears. So you're thinking, oh god, what now? Do I flick the switch? Sure. And nothing happens. You flick the switch and nothing happens. So push the button again. Hello, please? What's going on? Huh? So if you've ever wanted to feel extremely intimidating by having control over this big machine you don't understand how to work whatsoever, this is the game for you. There's a lot of little clues and hints all around the room to try and help you figure out just what it is you're supposed to do with this big machine, most of which is crammed up in the corner on this almost nonsensical page of instructions. To make matters even more difficult, the way you have to interpret these instructions are they're really all over the place. Sometimes it's completely literal, sometimes it's simpler than it looks, sometimes it's way harder than it looks. So as you mess around with the buttons, you'll unlock more and more switches and dials and number pads to mess around with. So each time you unlock something new, you get a great level of satisfaction because you just spent like 10 minutes looking at this, not knowing what to do. You don't get this. It doesn't make any sense. And then finally you figure something out and you're like, yes! Now there's something else to do. Finally, we've taken a step forward. Then you get to look at it for another 10 minutes not knowing what to do. Though it's not frustrating. It's not frustrating, it's just intimidating. There's a lot of different endings to the game, aka awful, horrible things you can accidentally make happen by pushing the wrong series of switches, and then viewing this disaster you've caused on the monitor in front of you. Some of them are really scary, like really scary. One of the endings forces the game into full screen mode for like the last 3 seconds as you get to see this bizarre, scary Illuminati thing. And having loss of control over the game, loss of control over the game's settings really freaked me out. One of the best qualities of this game is most of the time you don't want to push anything. You don't know what's going to happen. But you do know that the only thing that can happen is really bad. And despite this, our sick little curiosities force us to pull and switch and push everything we can get our hands on. And the more we do that, the more things we get to push, switch, and pull. If you ever mess things up too bad or just simply want to start over because there's some points when you can't really back out of it, there's a restart switch at the bottom of the screen and you can pull that and then the whole setup will just go back to the first button push. So if you make a mistake, or you find out, or you realize you're kind of going in the same direction you were last time, pull the reset button and start over. As you unlock each ending, you'll get a little post-it note on the wall there showing all of the endings you got, and you can see like these little faint squares of where the endings are all gonna go. So you can kind of see how much progress you've made in getting all the endings. The goal of the game is essentially to make every awful thing this machine can do, make all of that happen. And you get a little sticker on the wall as if to say, congratulations, you have ruined everything in one way or another. It's a really interesting and neat little game, and I had a lot of fun with it, though I was able to get all of the endings to it in under 2 hours, so I don't really know if it's worth the $5 price tag. I'd still say it's a must-play game, though. It was a lot of fun, and it's kind of spooky. So I'd say keep an eye out for it when the Steam sales hit. If you can get it for a little bit cheaper, I'd say it's totally worth a buy. I don't know if I'd really pay $5 for it. I paid $5 for it, and then I beat it in 2 hours, and I'm probably not gonna play it again unless like I want to show a friend. So again, not really worth $5. If you can get it cheaper, that's good. But it's a great game. I loved it. I had a great time, and you should play it too. Little demonstration here. I don't know, let's just mess with some stuff. Click on this, move this switch over. Oh god. Push this, I guess? Oh gee, what is this, all these buttons.